Hey, is that a... Sorry, I just had to trying to type something in Discord advertising the stream, and turns out the game is just always accepting input when it's not. This. So, but things right here. I don't know if that message in the bottom. I'll just have it on right now. But yeah, this is Peglin. This is a bit of a favorite roguelike I like playing through every once in a while. Kind of like Slay the Spire if you've played that before, but instead of a deck of cards, you have a deck of orbs. And it also has just a foreclosure. This game also has a lot of tons of really bad puns. Little, yeah, game window instead of a full screen window. Wait. There we go. Never mind the game disappearing for a second. Everything's all good. Yeah, so. Yeah, I've played a fair bit of this game so far. I've won a few runs on the difficulties with characters, but I just unlocked the character right here, the Balladin. You know, Balladin instead of Aha. Yeah, so I think I'll play as him for a little bit. Try to get some. I don't know, like not I guess get the experience. Yeah, get more. Yeah, so general layout to like a sort of like a Spire one, you get to pick a character, and if you have been in a run with any one of them, you can choose a Crucible level. Basically, some additional difficulty modifiers and build up together. So, of course, like starting orbs get weak. Boss battles can show up more. Special pegs on the board. These are tougher. Those sort of things. They each have their own traits. Speaking of the Paladin. Righteous warrior that dominates foes with orbs and relics that focus on unbreakable defense and powerful they share a lot of orbs and relics together, but they each have their own unique one. Like such as like starting relics, which is Balladroit, Balladroit. It's probably a Balladroit. Every battle gain Bulwark, which is like just defense, equal to the number of orbs in your deck, or double your orbs' largest base damage, whichever is high. I've already been in a run with them, so I get to choose one, which makes Pebbles my starting orbs worse, and I start with an extra Pebble on top. Make things a little bit trickier when I'm trying to narrow down the deck, trying to get rid of all the things I don't want. Start of every one, I get to choose a relic to start. All attacks gain +1/+0. Heal 10 whenever I reload. Or post battle upgrading now includes the option to increase max health by 5. I don't usually have much of a need to upgrade max health a ton. That's just me, and I don't think I've really gotten many chances to actually attempt that. Also, I'll just start by basically just give myself a little bit more attack power. overview of the map. Right into work. Alright, so if you played other Pachinko-like games, like, I don't know, Peglin, this might seem familiar. Goal is to fire this ball down onto the board and try to hit as many pegs as possible to deal more damage. You can view the statistics of the ball we're about to shoot on the left here. This pebble, each peg we hit here, we do 3 additional damage. But if we hit a crit, we use the crit value instead of the normal value, which in this case doesn't matter because same amount of strength either way, but gotta keep an eye on that because on some orbs it might matter more getting crits or not getting a crit. But the pebble doesn't matter, it's 3-3 either way. High firing here. Crit. Try to see if we can set off that bomb. Okay, so it's not, and we take their turn. Approach and then go again. Try to use this here right here as an ability that pierces an enemy attack. So I'm gonna press backspace here to skip this orb and go to the next one. Just speed that up. Crit. These guys are they have a lot of health for our first encounter, so this is gonna take a little while. Thankfully we got bombs to speed up the process. Blowing these up and damages every enemy for 50 damage, so that'll really take care of this tree after. Nope, a little bit more to go. I have to take out his friend afterwards too. Any bombs? You have to use the bombs here if I want it. The other one too. Now he's in range for me to start getting hit by him, but I can also get some more planes board. Oh. Thankfully my relic, the ball worked for my relic and stopped any damage. Not bad. Okay, so every combat we get to pick from a selection of new orbs to add to the deck, or we can upgrade orbs or heal if we taken much damage. Taking any damage yet, so I wanna think. Orb hammer. Dense means it has heavier gravity than most orbs, and it has overflow. If I deal more than enough damage to defeat an enemy, the attack will keep going to the next one. Damage to. This could be a very strong way to take out entire waves of mobs pretty much instantly. I build up the deck. Look at that! It already does a lot. This screen we can also give you what the upgrades for them. Upgrading the hammer will increase the damage it deals. Also gives it to destroy shielded pegs in one hit. Won't encounter in first area of the forest, but it'll appear later. And upgrading it again, it'll also destroy attacks would deal full damage to enemy shield. Also only really relevant for the area. Another sphere, which attacks pierces enemies. This warhammer can do that too, but it needs to be able to kill the enemy before it can next one. Or we can this orb on the right, which is similar stats to a ball, but it has extra bounciness. I think I'll start by taking the. Now that we're ready to move on, I check to see what we have on the map. So these are shops. Tutorial. The skulls are enemy combats. The question marks events, which could be just combat or a special event that can help or hinder me. These are elites, so the red skulls. Test will give us an relic, and very bottom is the boss of the act. The big slime. Focus on big damage to individual targets, or focusing on piercing attack. And Warp Hammer is a good start for that. And now, to decide where to go next, you have to shoot down the pegboard again. Try to only shop. There's another shop down here, but I want to try to see if I can get to it. Down. And right. And if this game does seem a little bit slow, fear not, because if you hold F key, it'll allow the game to speed up. I'll be using that more often. Right now, let's just watch that ball fly right into the abyss. Another combat with a lot of enemies. Thankfully, there's a lot of bombs in the center. I can. If not, then I have a hammer and spear to make up for that. Hammer right now. Yeah, see, this one's thing is dense, so. And that one ended up being super. Right in the center. Kind of start to see that, like, there's not really much consistency of shots. Like, I can shoot. I shot like the top of that. Like last time I went off to the side. This time it's a roguelike, so you know, gonna be a fair share of randomness, especially with how the shot. Electrorb magnet that one simply tracks towards pegs, refresh pegs, and the critical hit pegs specifically. Effective full strength for 3 seconds, and decreases over 6 seconds. That'd be useful if I'm trying to go for a setup that tries to get as many crits, refreshes as possible. Effect Orb will give me some ball work, which for defense, hitting multiple pegs, but doesn't really do much in terms of damage. Get a ball lightning, which not very spectacular in damage as well, but it hits a lot of pegs all. Again, though, these aren't really none of these aren't really speaking towards speaking to me, so I'll just move on. Okay. Another combat. Good time to use the hammer. Yeah, that's gonna take care of all those plants pretty way. These plants have plants use a range attack, so they don't have to get up close to me. It can be a little nerve-wracking. Though I got some defense to spare, so they're not gonna hurt very much. Probably not at all. Enough damage to end up. Oh wait, no, spear. Apparently, so many enemies. Still alive. Run out of defense. I know. More options. Poltergeist passes through pegs while traveling upwards and attacks all enemies. Not a lot of strength otherwise. It only goes up to maxes out at a 4/5, so Not very strong, but the ability to face through pegs could be handy for it. Okay. Okay. Say. These are words. These are words I need to learn. Multi-ball, so it splits into orbs upon hitting a peg for the first time. And when it leaves the board, I get some ball work back. The Angry Tomahawk. Never seen this one yet. Gains X plus X, where X is 50% of missing health. Max health is lower than 100. The difference contributes to the damage calculation. Well, I don't really. I really just want to go see what the shop has to offer. Maybe they'll give me some answers of what I want to do. Never mind, we're not going to the shop. Yeah, welcome to the Peglin experience. It's just assumed that you might not just get what you want. Find a waterfall just off the path. What can it be hiding? But this will make it up. Nothing behind the waterfall, and now there's a strong monster waiting for her. Okay, everything's immediately going very wrong. I don't get a shop, and I'm forced into it with like nothing. I have not upgraded. I have only added. No. Hammer can't reach that. Or it's up here. No, hammer can reach that. Also, I discarded the hammer. Well, I'm not showcasing this game very well. I'm just not making decisions. Hey. Damage from the Minotaur. Okay, it only attacks every other turn. The end of the world. Maybe it is getting close to the end of the world. Hammer, do it in. Okay. Alright, so my shields to every 5 pegs hit. All work for each shield on the board after attacking. I have the 2 like my shield and benefit from shield orbs like back to back. That's funny. See how they work. Maybe they work together well. Since it is an elite combat I finished, I can pick out a new relic. Orbs start with 5 pegs worth of damage, or every prime number shot pierces an additional enemy. No. I mean, you're saying really gonna be that big of a deal for this? Try it out, sure. Sure about taking out elite so's. And that's unusually slimy. You press cares cautiously. Still lose your slap. Fuck brain. Is this why I stream at 7 o'clock just so I can mess up all? 3 orbs fall into the slime, and you only have 2 hands. Which one do you let sink into the slimy abyss? Question just pebble. Who's the bad orb? What it not? Another event? Nope. I have to take on another lead right here. This deck is being asked to accomplish a lot with very little. to use some fortification. Try to overload. Sometimes it just seems like the balls just bounce way more. Thankfully, the prime rod piercing in there and up against 3. Nice. Take another warp hammer. Gain the Ballistra. Gain 1 Must Circle after attacking. Buffs my regular damage, but it also buffs all the other enemies. Attack pierces all enemies. And upgrade this to give myself more. Well, I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea of giving myself some. Okay, no, it works. I have a way to give myself bulwark. I can give myself additional bulwark, and I can. Yeah, I can make that work. Now we'll be off to another boss. So soon after the other one. A big treat. It's gonna be a while before they actually start hitting me, so I start by just. Don't want to get that crit because it's gonna make me lose damage. Funny concept. No. Like, you think, if you played any RPG or anything, you think you want to have all the crits. But this is like the one game I know where a critical hit does not necessarily mean you do more damage. Well, I guess there's also Darkest Dungeon where you can land, you can do like a critical heal, but still do like 0 health stored. So, a new concept. Orb. No special effects, but it's a sorb. Orb. Shuffle my crit pegs and my brush pegs. Okay, it would be good for more ball work. The multi-ball makes me and crit. Orb for just a generic, just big attack generically. A relic. Pincer maneuver. Projectile and targeted attack damage is split. Original attack and additional attack targeting the furthest end. Or powder collector. Every 30 pegs hit is converted into a bomb. The record, like, I didn't have to pick a relic. I can just... Sometimes I just don't know what I'm doing. Something, so I just... Oh wait, this is also new. Ripostal. After you are attacked, the attack damage equals 5 times remaining ball. Well, looks like I'm very defensive. Lindsay, find a clearing. There's a nook in the trunk with brambles wildly out of it. Ancient's nook, shake the tree, or do nothing. Okay, shake the tree with all your might, and from far high in the bows, an egg chase loot. You're able to save it by catching it in your satchel. It adds a orb towards here. Instead of attacking, heals you equal shot damage, permanently breaks when hitting something solid on the pegboard. So it's more or less a one-time use pet. Orb. a trap. Yeah, so action. Does very well, all my attacks are now the sword coming in at an angle, making me laugh a little. Good board for dealing a lot of damage though. I don't have the set they can do with keeping the egg around, so I'm gonna see what can come out if I. Whole lot of notifications. That's Subnautica right now. I'm not interested in the game. Funny, it's just the piercing makes it so it just does the original damage either way. New orbs. Oh my gorb! Droid destroys pegs when hit, but it attacks all enemies. Massive damage. Very massive. Very risky though. We have counter-orb attack. Base damage increases the more damage you've taken this battle. Damage multiplier increases at higher orb. I feel like I'm starting to get a little stuff here. On my day. No. Okay. We're just gonna fight. So nervous, but thankfully nothing bad happened. Another chest. Beat a non-minion enemy, convert a peg into a max health peg, which max health by 1 activated. Now we can properly go to very meta number right here. Aha. Alright, so here we get a wide selection of orbs on the top and relics on the bottom row, and if we want to, we can also remove orb for an increasing cost every time we pay for it. Have gain mustical when you reload. Activated refreshes and crits damage 3. An additional relic and orb reward. Battle. Enemies don't get their extra turn for your first reload. Or heal 1 whenever the board is for. I don't know. I don't really know what here, so I think I'll just take Eye of Turtle. Take the Eye of Turtle to try to see some more. I'll just move on. Alright, boss time. Am I gonna get wrecked? Am I not gonna get wrecked? 900 HP. I deal with it. Mr. Maneuver doesn't really use much attacks here since oh yeah, no. Can't create shields. Never mind. Yeah, this is... already close to me. But I can at least gain some... here. I'm not giving up the egg just yet. Not prying it out of my hands. Not until I die. You so... oh, and now we're inside the slot. Yeah, this is pretty rough. But now that we're inside here, we get the better shot inside the center of the board. Okay. Just have a little more to do. And not bad. Okay, so build the full, and then we get our expanded rewards. I was getting protected with the postal service would be good. Orblation. Target enemy deals 6 unblockable self-damage fired. Well, since I got the now we get a special boss relic. So they can be very gimmicky, but they can pretty much sell the run or make it impossible. Options here. All orbs gain +2 muscular co, 2 additional strength, but orbs contain 1 less crit. Which, all things considered, I'm fine with that. Perfectly fine choice to make. Tapper sack. All black bombs are replaced with red bombs that deal double damage. Additionally, deal double damage to enemies. Red bombs, they hurt me when I set them off. They do 4 times the damage by default compared to black bombs. This also doubles it to 400. The stuff that involves bombs. I'll take it. Every shot gains multi-ball, but attacks loose to. Or to take that make pebbles plus if not for crit. Actually, no, makes crit no damage and strength to 1. Take that. Cactus. Targeted enemies dealt orb stat times 1.25 damage. Supposed to mean that no, that's the exponent. This is nearly gets dealt damage for every peg activated, but attacks only deal 2 plus bonus damage. I think I'll just take the unpretentious stronger regular damage and less crit. I think Ancient calls to you. Will you prove your worth? So yeah, this is something I just unlocked from having a finished run of all the characters for the first time. This so I can take an extra challenge to make things even harder on myself. Don't mind if I do. No availability, of course. Next act, whenever you add an orb, you must remove a non-pebble orb. Hazmat has-beens. Next act, when non-minions die, they convert 3 pegs into poisonous pegs that also apply spinfection when activated, which is poison. Good, and then Orbert's Nightmare, question mark. Well, that's the only one I don't know the details of. Maybe that one isn't so bad. Maybe. Wait, I think I've seen someone already take it. Or no. Ooh, Rainbow Slime. Yeah, so defeating the Rainbow Slime gives me a bunch of rewards if I can hit it, but it's also running away. These mirrors are in them. Oh, I landed a critical hit, which means I now do less damage. Makes perfect sense to me. No way. away! No! Oh, yep, it's gone. Well, going for that. Here, finish this out. Not piercing is, I think, making irritate me. Yeah, max health. Maximize the health. Now we try another counter attack. Just upgrade the orbs already. Try for a chest on the right, which 2 stores in the, or be forced to take on an elite on the left. Flooding paths here, but I guess we can see what this chest is. I mean, 2nd floor chest. Surely this is not a bad thing, right? Well, it wasn't. Walls and bottom bouncers are extra bouncy. Yeah, so there's another relic in the game that also is like orbit something. Also affects chest chances. Can't remember the details of Orbert's Nightmare, but I'd imagine it's like it'd be a twisted version of it. To see what the twist is, if it's what I think it is. Oh, don't break all the shield pegs I just created. Bomber. I think they're just gonna die at all. Hammer. Gain must circle for every 12 pegs hit, but also damage myself by 4 every hit. Upgrade to reduce the upgrading makes it I need to hit less for damage, but damage is also less. I have a shop coming. Couldn't. Not like I'm gonna get much more money from this. Oh, yep, this is what I was worried about. We got mimics. Has 75 ball work. Okay, can I get out of here alive? Wow. Wow. Come on. You can't keep falling in the same. Oh my god. All my I just saw all my refreshers are on the right side. This actually might be a terrible KL. I'm doing no damage. Not time to use the egg yet. Not time. God, can I? This is a horrible mistake. I can't reach the refreshes. No. I just need to get these out of the way. Okay, I can finally reach these. And I still miss. Okay, thank you. Thank you kindly, Bob. I can. Yeah, this looks to be pretty good. So much damage. Not what I want. Strength. Hammer. That's still not enough. Come on. I'm going to die in this fight. Oh no. Finally defeated the chest. Volleyball grants 1/1 for each time you're taking self-damage battle. I didn't take any I took a lot of regular damage. Use that egg next time. Definitely heal. But I get a bunch of relics to pick from. Three shots right below half. 50% health. No. Deal double damage when your health is below 20. Better. Attacks gain 1/1. Target attacks also hit by enemies. Yeah, that interacts with probably in an amazing way. Not much I can do here. I guess I can just move Pebble. See all I can do. Another comp. Hammer time. I think I'm gonna have to use the egg if I. Little bit. Convert pegs to bombs. No. Will ball work? What if I get another? I run into another mimic. How did I say that? Orbs have to persist, so every orb I use twice in a row. If I want to. Keep psyching myself out. I keep thinking it's gonna be a mimic. After this deal of the Orbert's Nightmare, I thought it was gonna be something that makes mimics common, but orbs refresh, deal damage to all enemies. Number of pegs restored. Nice, I guess. Oh great, and yet another elite. Yet another. There's the mimic. Starts at 2. Oh god, it has double the stats has. Oh no. Oh no. This fight is gonna keep getting worse every time it shows up. Well, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna have to definitely get that muscle girl in before I get destroyed. Orb. Ow. Ow. Awful. That's pretty good. It's so bad. Hammer. But why did he bounce that way? I need defense. I need it. That much. Oh, the crit ruined it. This might be end of run right here. Very close. Still alive somehow. How much longer is this gonna last? Another thing. Non-pebble orbs gain 1/2 for every other orb of the same type owned. Applies to none of them. Add gold for the board for every 2 health lost. Every 4 shots are a multi-ball. Yeah. I have to go to Elite immediately. This is so bad. Okay, but you're not that bad. Yeah, so anytime when I hit this enemy, with attack, it's off to here. Now it has the same property as the hearing. It also means you take extra damage from all the attacks I have, so making a big mistake here. That means I'm also I think the rebound effect only happens. Why is there suddenly tons of crits everywhere? Big damage. I almost died from that. Whoa. Okay. Lose your last ball or gain 1 balance. Ballins buffs, but that's damage. Prevent the first time you lose health each battle. I think I kinda need to rely on that puppet. So bad. Oh. This is looking very, very, very sad. Oh, and then they're ruining things again. It can't hit. It really won't. Oh, it won't again. Gotta get that clear down. Because it'll have a domino effect where underneath it gets killed too. Okay, I have to heal again. I'm so low in health. All right, can I defeat the painter? This might be a very, very close battle. Try to multi-ball. Might just hurt a bit. There. Okay. I gotta be mindful of the paintings she put up, because it makes these poison eggs up here. Probably gonna poison that I can't really do much about. Power of sword. On for a long haul. Me too. getting hurt all the ball work I have. Get the refreshes, please. I think the win condition at this point is just back up the ball work and just pull the defense up and have her be your own undoing. I'll circle. Just can't hit refreshes. Oh right, yeah, now the painting starts running to attack. Once they get full color, then they can start acting on their own. After energy. Kind of skipped over explaining that completely. I'm just so focused on this. Bowl. Not using it. Need more vacations. What's important? Not even an animation, she's poof. And on she was. Orbus seems. Please. Create immediately. And upgrade something else too. That. Oh yeah, another relic choice. Gain 3 balance at the start of battle and whenever you reload, but you have -1 orb discard. Of which we only started with 1, so which means we have to play every single orb. Resist, we have to play every orb twice. All orbs gain morbid, allowing them to activate pegs that have already been hit, but there's less refreshes on them. Half as many. Heavy hand, every even shot activates pegs that have additional time, but the shot also becomes dense, so that has heavier gravity. Mask, orbs gain 4 when you have any negative status effect. Start each battle with Confusion 4, which spins our tracker in circles, so I can't I have to time the shot. Ugh. I guess heavy hands probably have every even shot. I get another ward here. Relic rotation. Next act 2. Random relics are deactivated each battle. Ouch. The Painbow slime will pursue you throughout the next act. Or add a matching pebble for every pebble in your deck. So double the pebbles I have right now. Ugh. Bring on the Painbow. Yeah, so notice how the Orbert's Nightmare debuff on the bottom right has been deactivated. That won't be relevant for act. What is relevant is Rainbow Slime. So the Rainbow Slime, if I was able to defeat the Rainbow Slime when it was up earlier, it would grant me a bunch of money. This one does the opposite. It takes money off the board. It has a massive amount of health, so it's just going to be a nuisance that follows me throughout the act and gets in the way. Let's see if you can try to get rid of it. I get chopping ball lock. This just gets even denser because of the more heavy. Regular density right there. Right. Buffs. I too. The Russians vanish from existence and trying to kill them. I'll never know. Who can still get that slump? Pick up those bolts. Big guns coming for me. Bringing in that ball. Get away, but oh, and the crit ruins everything again. He kills him. Hawk Absorber gains 1/1 for each bomb detonated from this battle. 2/2 if it was a red one. Close by, so I'll try to save up money, try to see if I can get. There he is again. Rascal causing trouble. Defy the village. Defy the something or other. Up. Back. Alright, grab the refresh. Come on. Barely noticed an elongated figure lurking in. Hear an oddly alluring voice. Do you crave power, little Peglin? Would you like to make a deal? Accept the offer. Lose half my max HP to get a special pick, or just don't take the deal. I guess since I am getting max health back, either one. Accept the deal. Okay. Deal 1 health from the targeted enemy for each 5 pegs activated. Feel low chuckle as a long arm emerges from the shadows to polish stars dense in the edge of your vision and light head hits you suddenly. You feel incredible new power. Ballwork had better start working out well for me, or else I'm just gonna die. Very fast. Up again. Losing health from self-damage, gain Ballwork equal double the health one. Whenever an effect causes you to gain must circle, also gain 2 Ballwork. That's amazing. Like, exactly what I'm looking for in this scenario. slime's back. And the regular rainbow slime is here too. Party in here. And it just leaves. Fantastic. Splitter here. Big damage right here. Very big. Ooh. Bingo slamming me. Oh, and also this guy. This guy's here too. This guy. Demolish it. Oblivion. Now give myself some strength. Ooh. Ooh. Now I have all the time in the world to pick up this guy. Will ruin that attack immensely. Again. And he's gone. For now. Old orb. It's big. Here's his all enemies on the ground. Left shop on the right. Let's see what additional relics I can pick up. Well, one singular relic. Adding stick. Shields can be activated. Flying enemies are attacked horizontally and take extra damage from projectile attack. Nightcap. If you have bulwark remaining after battle, gain max health. Kind of a little late for that. Bombs detonate in one hit. Gain my crit back, but I don't want it. Make the shields activate. That'll be all for now. Okay. No mimics. The coins. I go left. Another thing. All bounces contribute to damage. Didn't end the amulet. We start damage output by a fair amount. Oh god, this word. So, board looks a little unusual, right? Well, it also has physics. Cool. Very, very fast. He did. Slowest. I'm not gonna have much luck hitting this thing. On. Last chance to do anything meaningful. Off it goes again. Go away. Probably should start getting a warp hammer upgraded. Since it does demolish the shields. Probably just safe to use sphere. These. Tons of must circle. They can kill the slime here. Oh my god, I keep landing the crit like every time. Again, getting a lot of bad shots. Max out the sword. Orb. Maybe get sucked into the black hole. I think normally if you hit that black hole, it just randomizes where you go next, but it didn't change. It's still following me. Problem, Bob. What's your problem? I want you to. That's my problem. Also, this tall guy in back also same. Even, I guess. Very bored. Doubles. Really hard. Mm-hmm. 11 or 10. Oh. Nearly it. No more damage. Not at all. This one though. Next fight. I think I can take care of it. Right, boss down. Raid the hammer. Relic. Lose health, deals 7 times the damage to all enemies. Each shot, a random slot becomes a portal that can teleport orbs to the top of the pegboard up to 3 times. All orbs have Echo 10, which retains 10% of the previous attack. Can improve damage output by it. Also pump high. Yeah, I can easily kill here. Yep, it's dead. Good as dead. Funny. Got an achievement. Got 2 achievements. I get 2 achievements for it? Got 2 achievements. They're all approaching me. They also have bombs in their backs, so, you know, they kind of cause an effect here. And boom, they're like all gone now. gonna upgrade the spear. It's just been with me this entire run. Right. Now, one last little thing. One last event. Or... oh, I mean, this one's a pretty easy one, so... bring it on. Now, the start of this run was definitely a bit shaky, but it was shaping up to be pretty good. Considered. Maxed out Orb Hammer if I really want. It's time to put my balls, make them somewhat useful. Okay, final boss. Built right away. Really hurt. Some more than me. A lot of ball. Yeah, I'm not really as prepared as this fight as I really am. Oh, they're powering up very fast. Not more than I want to. I need this ball work to really work out for me. Please do. I think I just lost. I might actually lose this if I just don't get a bunch of ball work. There we go. There we go. Lost all of it with that one attack. I still haven't refreshed the board at all. How am I missing all these refreshes? Ah, no. This counter attack is kind of becoming my undoing. I hate to say it. I think the run's over. Oh, wait, no. Come back, come back. Please, dead. No, they still attack. Ah, well. I was like one shot away. Yeah, in the end, the pincer attack just kind of reduced my damage way too much, and I just didn't have anything left. Rip. Hide in the mines and the final boss. No, not a bad attempt. Get to the end. I think that's just gonna do it. I think that's just gonna do it. I'm like I said, I'm always tired. Don't know why. Maybe I just need to sleep. Forbidden concept called sleep. I'll leave this video up on the channel if anyone wants to check out Peglin on Steam, many platforms, and if any of you happen to know about the North-South Access Discord, I'm gonna be planning on bringing this game video in a event coming New Year. Near you. all I'll say on the matter. Alright, well, everyone, night, and, get some rest, because I sure know that I'm not.